into it. I know that you're missing, but you're gonna get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Nate Gary on
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Akers. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun. Gone. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Walker. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
24 is the mic. Let's go, D.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Walker. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ball carrier.
A tough run there for Cam Akers, the rookie out of Florida State. And while he had some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams' offensive line was inconsistent last year too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Pickup brings up
into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee? You might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Josh Reynolds.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run here with Akers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Rams 7, Eagles 0.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. Goff again. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Rams.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Jalen Mills.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers, one of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Walker. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Walker now to throw on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
By the Rams.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
24 is the mic. It's just me and you.
Walker on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 50-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Eagles.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 20-yard line.
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw is Walker. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Walker throwing on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, Walker. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Walker. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 10. Here's Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a pickup of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delanie Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there for Deshaun Jackson. That's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield. It's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
Down by Taylor.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second and
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. From the gun, Walker. It's caught by Sanders. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
complete to Myers.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Walker. And once again, this is Sanders. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now Goff on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 16. Now it's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Walker. Off play action. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Rookie Jalen Rager, the intended target that time. And now it's 2nd down.
By Jalen Ramsey.
To throw again, Walker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Walker. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for goal. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
First and 10.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Jake Elliott.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Eagles 24, Rams 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going no. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the end. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it was strictly for pride.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Clement. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a